What is up, people? Happy Monday. First of all, mind my hair. I've not long had a shower and it's currently in its natural state, which is very curly and doing its own thing. But I can't be bothered to put it up, so we're going to leave it like that. Secondly, I just want to show you the sky. The sun is going to be setting soon and it looks very peaceful. Don't know how much you can actually see on here, but it's really a vibe. As it stands today, it is Monday the 8th of June. Tomorrow is my birthday, which is the 9th of June, and it's my birthday. I'm another year older. I'm not thrilled about it, I'm not gonna lie. But I've been kind of thinking the last year has been survival mode for me. I've been very open about it on here. I've had a very, very rough kind of 6 months with being ill and burnout and the Graves' disease diagnosis, and it's been tough. So I don't really like celebrating my birthday, especially at the moment with everything that's going on. I'm treating it, what's the best word, as kind of a new chapter. I don't want to repeat of kind of 27. I just said my age. 21. And I want it to be a better year. Obviously, you can't choose life circumstances for you. I believe God has a plan. I do question why that is at times, but life can hand some shitty cards out to you and you've got to kind of roll with the punches. But I've been kind of thinking of my goals for what I want to achieve for 28. And to be honest, I just want to kind of go through them just as a bit of a precursor for tomorrow's vlog, which will be my actual birthday. This will not be going out on my birthday because I still need to edit my other videos. I am quite behind. We move. But yeah, I will be going to the gym, so I've got legs. That's for tomorrow. You will see that tomorrow. But I want to go through my goals, and that's exactly what I'm going to do as I've got this lovely sunset in front of me. Put them in my phone, so that's what we're going to do. If you can hear heavy breathing, that's Coco asleep behind me. So, 28. Now, number one, this has been a goal for a while. I've had a lot happen. You're going to have to bear with me a little because the Graves' disease diagnosis, I've been very poorly with that with my thyroid. For the last 6 months, I've been in survival mode. I lost all my strength, but it is get my 100 kilogram bench. It never stopped, but obviously I was literally just staying afloat with kind of my fitness and my health in general. And now I'm kind of starting to feel a bit better. Had to go for a blood test today. We're hoping to start the next phase of my treatment soon. We'll hopefully have a update on that soon. Will be block and replace therapy. So I'm still on carbamazole, but they lower the dose, I think, and they add in a replacement thyroid hormone. Hopefully if my bloods are okay. But it's to get my 100 kilogram bench. I say I've gone back to a public gym. I'm still training in the home gym, but we're kind of in the middle of kitting it out. It's taking a bit, obviously, with everything that's gone on in life, it's a bit slower than we'd like, and we need the space to be able to do it up and decorate it. And it kind of gives me that bit of balance to kind of do that, build my strength back up, and kind of get out and actually socialise and be a human as well. Because I really found, especially with my autism diagnosis, I was really regressing and really struggling, and I need to be around people. As much as I struggle, I need to be around people. Yeah, so first kind of goal is get that 100 kilogram bench. I'd like it within the next year. I'd like to think it's doable. You know, I've done it before, so I can't see why not. Number two, now it has been almost to the week. It was 2 weeks ago, I believe, since I moved home. Obviously, it was a year ago I moved in with Jordan. I had a lot happen with family. It wasn't a great situation. I don't think I've really ever gone into it on here. I've not really kind of processed it at the moment, but it's been a kind of a very stressful year, literally a year. And it was just before my 27th birthday, 20th birthday. But yeah, it was a tough year, and there was still a lot I haven't really processed. It was had to get me out, had to get the dog out, and everything kind of snowballed from then. Obviously I was living with Jordan. We bought a house, which is where we're in now, and we only moved in this year, and it still needs a lot doing, but this is ours, this is our home, and will be our home for a long time. There's been obviously a lot go on with the autism diagnosis, me being ill with my thyroid and the Graves' disease diagnosis, and changing jobs and everything, and I've not really had chance to settle. down. I've been grieving a lot, I think, and kind of processing leaving what I did know behind and kind of coming somewhere new where I don't know anyone. I literally know Jordan and his family. I don't know anyone else. And that's a scary thing. I'm lucky. I live in a nice area. City's a bit, but I live in a nice area. And I just don't know anyone. And another goal of mine is, and I feel stupid saying this, but make a friend this year, whether that's through kind of work or putting myself out there, whether it's, the gym, whatever, because I'm very fortunate to have my fiance who I love, but I don't really have anyone else around me. I've learned a lot this year about who have been supposedly my friends who, don't show up for you or whatever. And I've learned a lot, and it's shaped me as a person, and I've realised what I need in my life and what I don't need in my life. And that is definitely one of them. I just want to be able to make one friend up here who isn't, my fiance or family or whatever. And kind of, again, for that social aspect, I shut myself off a lot, especially with being in the home gym and everything. And I'm putting myself back out there for a bit, just kind of for the social aspect and just to prove I can do it. So that is my second goal. Third goal is a little bit more, say, superficial. Yes, no. I want to get to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube and TikTok. Now, obviously, I've been a bit slow with you guys with uploading and kind of the videos. I really hope you guys can forgive me. Obviously, I've had a lot going on. I've been really unwell, as I keep saying. And having that, and with the recent autism diagnosis, I feel like I hit a brick wall. And processing, I think I'm only just starting to process, obviously, the move and really losing Paddy as well, and everything that comes kind of with that, and processing my emotions and what happened with my family and repressed emotions. And I had a lot happen, and I just hit burnout, and especially with my health the way it was not good. Yeah, I didn't realise how unwell I was feeling from the graves until I started getting better the last couple of weeks. I was really trudging through. Autism burnout is a real thing, and I know I hit that. And having the graves on top of my thyroid, it royally fucked me up. The goal is I want to better my content, and I've just needed some time to kind of recuperate. And I'm still in the throes of that at the minute. Burnout, recovering from burnout, and especially with an autoimmune disease added on top of that, recovery doesn't happen overnight. It's going to be kind of a long-term recovery. And I've got to kind of take it easy at the same time, not take my foot off the pedal. So yeah, that is kind of my third goal, is get back onto it and get my subscribers up to 2,000. So short term, but that's the goal. Yeah. Fourth goal is kind of goes back to what I was saying previously, is heal myself and my relationship with myself. Didn't realise how much I was really struggling. Again, I think that comes from a lot of trauma and repressed emotions and everything that comes with that, and stems a lot with the autism, I think, as well. And I've been doing a lot of looking inwards lately, and everything that comes with that. And I know I need to do a lot of work on myself, and I do want to get back into therapy. That is my fourth goal, is hopefully be leaving 28 better than I enter it. So yeah, my fifth goal kind of goes with my previous, is be back eating intuitively and have a better relationship with food. I think, as you guys know, I've had an eating disorder a long time ago previously, and I think with the stress previously I'd struggled, and I didn't want to get back into that kind of pit. And with the Graves' disease, I was really poorly and I was struggling with my appetite. That had nothing to really do with the eating disorder, but it wasn't nice. Because of how my thyroid hormones levels were so high, and then I started the medication, it really knocked me about, and I was throwing up multiple times a day. I would eat, I'd throw up. I'd wake up in the night, I'd throw up. I'd try and go for a run, which is not recommended, by the way, when you're in the heights of hypothyroidism. I'd throw up on a run. I would have to stop mid-lifting session, throw up. I lost a lot of weight. I lost a lot of muscle with that as well, and a lot of strength. Although I wouldn't say it ruined my relationship with food, because that was more kind of me previously. I got to the point where I didn't really want to eat because I was scared I was going to throw up. Luckily, I'm coming out of that now, and I'm eating better than I was, and I'm not throwing up, so there's that. Next goal is be a better fiance. I say I have had a very shit, turbulent year. Jordan has been right next to me with it as well. And I feel bad because I feel a bit of a burden because he would have had a much quieter year without me around. And it's sad to say that. And he has not once complained. He's probably wanted to throttle me a couple of times, but he has not once complained. He has took me to all my hospital appointments, even though I've said I'm a big girl, I could drive myself. He has not complained. He's been there for everyone. And he has been, you know, an amazing fiance to me. And I need to be a better fiance to him because I just feel bad. He got me out of a very toxic home situation very quickly, me and Coco, who is right behind me, as you can tell. He's been there every step of the way for me. He's kind of held me up this year when I've been struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, health-wise. Yeah, and one of the most kind of prevalent things that sticks out in my mind is with this Graves' disease and the thyroid and fuck me, here she goes again on about it, but you need to listen to me just because obviously it's been a big part of my life recently, and it accounts for a lot of how, you know, the kind of last 6 months has gone for me. But I was having severe mood swings to the point where I genuinely thought I was bipolar, and I was going to go to the doctors. I thought I was bipolar. I remember coming home just screaming and crying in the car, being white knuckled in, you know, the grip in the car, punching my steering wheel, screaming. And that, I have a temper, but that's not really like me, and it scared me. And that was becoming more and more and more and more. I was like Jekyll and Hyde. I would just switch, and I would be sitting there thinking, why the am I feeling like this? Why are you like this? Why? Nobody, you know, he could look at me wrong and I'd want to bite his head off. I'd wake up and I'd be in a foul mood, and it was killing me because I'm like, why am I feeling like this? And then I was fighting with myself and battling with myself. Turns out severe mood swings, anxiety, anger, it's a big symptom of hypothyroidism and Graves' disease. Since I've been on treatment, it's a lot better. But Jordan's had to endure that as much as I have, and he has been on kind of the receiving end of it. And I feel terrible. So I've got a lot of making up to do to him. So yeah, that is kind of the next goal. Be a better fiance. Next goal, accept my autism diagnosis and turn it into a strength. Obviously it's always something I've had, kind of always repressed it. Apparently masking is a big thing in women. I don't know much about it. I'm still reading a lot into it. It's always something I've struggled with. With the burnout and being ill, I can't mask as good as I used to, but I don't want it to limit me. There are things I've got to accept that I'm going to perceive differently or I'm going to struggle with. That's always been the way it has. I've always had my struggles and my limits and my perception since I can remember when I was a kid. But I don't want it to define me, and I'm going to work on turning certain things into strengths. That's going to be a work in progress because I need to kind of do a lot of reflection on that and work on what is limiting me currently and what is in my control to kind of progress and what I can work on myself. Last goal, until I probably think of any more, but my last one is, this is the last time I'm going to mention it for a bit, but again, with the Graves' disease diagnosis, it's kind of shook my health up it's been the last year really since symptoms started, but more so since I've been really poorly the last kind of couple months. I want to be more health focused, and my immune system's not the best anyway. Obviously I've had meningitis in the past. I've been quite unlucky with health, but I want to I'm not going to say I'm going to be able to mitigate anything ever happening to me or becoming unwell, especially with the autoimmune disease, but I want to be able to be more health conscious and health focused. And this kind of goes back to the burnout as well, is learning my limits and learning when to take a step back and kind of have a balance and not run myself into the ground. So I'm worn out and burnt out and end up kind of making myself ill. Don't want that happening because it's happened plenty. And with this autoimmune disease, it makes more sense on why I've been so ill and burning out so quickly. But those are currently my goals. I want to just become 27 has quite literally been a year of survival for me, and it's been shit if I'm being honest. We bought a house, which was probably the only positive. But it's been a shit year. It's been quite literally a year of survival, and it's going to take a while for me to get out of survival mode, but I want this the year that I do that. I want this to be the year where I can really focus on myself and settling down here and building a life here with Jordan and focusing on my health and prioritising my rest and my recovery and get Jack while doing it. But I need that balance, and I want 28 to do that for me. And yeah, I'm hoping it will be. Maybe I should add a goal in there on getting this hair sorted, because I need something to do with, I need something doing, because the last couple of weeks I've been finding grey hairs. I have never had grey hairs. I like to think I'm still fairly young, 21, but it can be very, very common with thyroid disorders, so that's what I'm putting it down to, and I will take no other answer, thank you very much. But I definitely need something doing, so maybe to signify a new era and a new chapter of me, I might get something done with my hair, so at least I don't look like this. But yeah, it's been a tough year, but I've had some silver linings in there, and you guys have been still, you know, supportive and patient, and I will be getting back to uploading regularly. I've just needed some time, because being ill has sucked balls. I really appreciate you guys. I've got on my Eagles top, and Jordan took me to see the Eagles, which are my favourite band. If you guys remember, it was about, I think it was 2 years ago. Still one of the best nights of my life. But yeah, you guys will see me tomorrow. There's not going to be kind of no celebrations or nothing, because I don't want that really. And to be honest, with me being ill still, I haven't got the energy. So we will celebrate in due course, but at the minute I just haven't really got the energy. See you guys tomorrow when I'm another year older. The midlife crisis will happen. See you then. And just to give you a bit of an update on the sunset, that's what we're looking like. Life. And it is the next day. What is up, people? Happy Tuesday. I'm another year older. I'm not taking it very well. No, it is what it is. It's just a normal day, to be quite honest. I'm not really interested. I'm more dreading the fact I've got legs. So I want to get that out of the way, because I'm not looking forward to it today. I didn't sleep very well, which doesn't help. But yeah, we've got legs. So talk about picking your battles. This is my battle of the day. I want to have a good session. I'm only one meal in, which doesn't help the situation, but here we are. And I'm contemplating getting my hair cut. I think I'm at the point, I don't do a lot with my hair. I like it I just scrape it back, but something needs doing with it, so I'm going to have to do something with it. I'll come down this morning, and yeah, so thanks, Jordan. Let's go train legs. I don't know what Jordan's training. He did offer to train legs with me, but it means changing his program, and with obviously his knee, there's no point in pushing it at the minute, so I don't know what he's going to do. He'll probably do his own thing, but let's go train, and hopefully I make it out the other end. So let's go.
Learning how to stand when the ground gives out. Getting used to quiet when the noise dies down. I can see the damage when I look around, but I'm still here breathing, so I'm here for now. If I could step outside my head and tell myself what I know now. Find something you believe in. Find someone who will leave when everything you build starts breaking down. Find a place you can return to. Find a truth you can hold on to when the lights go out and you're lost somehow. It's love, 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 love. When everything's falling down, it's love, 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 love that pulls you back somehow. I gave all my time to the wrong.
Session is done. Birthday session is done. That is a way to start chapter 21. Sadly, 28. But it's done. I've started strong, and I got a pump. So let's go. I will try and check in with you guys later. Thank you for watching. If you haven't got to the gym, get in the gym. I'm here, and I've got those old lady joints now.